Welcome back to this wonderful beach music. We're here to do Eric's part of the beach episode. Probably be pretty short, but you know what? I'm enjoying my extra time with these lovely, lovely guys. Especially my darling Eric. I still love you. You're my favorite. Okay, let's become especially close with Eric this time. I looked over at Eric, watching him take a deep breath and release a silent sigh of relaxation. He was my second kiss, and he had claim to all of my kisses thereafter. Remembering how we met painted a smile over my face, recalling his flirty and suave persona. Underneath the mask, however, was a man I truly came to adore. As I stared, Eric caught my gaze and smiled at me lovingly, making my face burn a soft red and causing me to look away in embarrassment. Seeing my embarrassment, Eric walked over and gently lifted my hand in his, kissing over my knuckles.
Princess, accompany me, will you? I'd like to walk with you.
Oh, you smooth talker. I stared at Eric, feeling my blush intensify at his kiss, before smiling softly and nodding to him. A walk across the beach sounded lovely with Eric. Eric smiled and softly guided my hand under his arm, guiding me to a reef near the water's edge. The sand was warm beneath my feet, and the air brushed over my skin in a loving manner. Even as we teased the ocean's edge by letting our feet walk in the shallow shoreline, the clear water lapping over our toes, I could still feel the tingling heat from the sand beneath the soft brushes of the waves. However, feeling Eric's strong arm made me instinctively cuddle up against him, laying my head on his shoulder. It was so romantic to be on the beach with him. A perfect chick flick moment. Eric, feeling my embrace, chuckled and kissed my head, causing me to look up at him.
So, my princess, how do you like the view of the Pacific?
It's gorgeous. I've never been to Hawaii before, so this is a brand new experience for me.
Really? I'm surprised.
Huh? What's surprising? Vacations are expensive, and I've never had the time to really travel with studying and all. Eric nodded in understanding, knowing exactly what I meant. Eric learned of how strict my father was when he properly asked for permission to marry me. I was shocked at how well they got along, but since Eric was an incubus, I couldn't be totally surprised with his charisma. Oh, Daddy gets along well with Eric, who knew? However, I became surprised in the moment as Eric turned and wrapped his arms around me, pulling me close to him with a smile. Eric?
You look so lovely in the sun, my island princess.
Oh my goodness, island princess. I stared up at him, completely lost in the cheesiness of his words and the loving glimmer in his eyes. I felt myself lift a leg behind me, popping my foot off of the water below me and leaning close to Eric's body. She just really desperately wants this to be a chick flick movie. You're too sweet, Eric.
I only speak the truth.
I smiled and wrapped my arms around Eric's neck, closing my eyes and leaning in for a kiss. I felt Eric step closer to me and lean towards me as well, making my heart flutter in anxiousness of the kiss. We didn't expect what happened next.
Get a room!
Get another part of the island, guys! There's a lot of island to be seen. That's not where we are. Huh?
Yeah.
All at once, I felt a pair of hands on my side push Eric and me over. I quickly looked over to see Matthew and Sam, hands held out from pushing us with evil grins on their faces, as Eric and I fell into the water beside us. That was deep. Where were we, on a rock? I mean, it's pretty shallow at the beach's edge, come on. With a splash, Eric and I dropped into the water and quickly shot back up for air, shaking out from the intense temperature shift. God, you jerks! Sam and Matthew laughed and high-fived each other before running off towards the other end of the beach. Puffing at my cheeks, I looked back towards Eric to make sure he was okay. Oh my goodness. You're barely recognizable, Eric. Ah. Look at that chest! Eric stood up from the water and grinned at me, combing his hair back with his hand and drenched from head to toe. I had to admit, it's kinda hot, seemed like that, but his smile made one grow on my own lips.
Well, that certainly didn't turn out the way I would have imagined.
As Eric began to laugh, I couldn't help but laugh along. Now that the rush of surprise had washed over us, it was kind of hilarious to know that our romantic moment was comedically ruined. Like a real rom-com. Splish, splish. Taking the surprising moment a little further, I dipped my hands in the water and splashed it up towards Erik, landing my water attack perfectly.
Princess?
Gotcha! A smirk danced over Eric's lips after he wiped his face with his hand before he retaliated, making me release a squeak in surprise and cover myself from the water he shot towards me. I couldn't help but laugh a little harder. We had our entire lives to be romantic and cheesy. We were at the beach now, so we could have a little fun war for the moment. My little vacation away from the world would be with Erik and me laughing in the sun and playing in the ocean together. I wouldn't have had it any other way. That was lovely. Just lovely. Oh, Erik, my favorite. You're so sweet. Okay, so that was Erik's part in the beach episode. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Next time will be one of your guys' favorite guys, Mr. Sam I Am. So, yeah. We'll spend some time with our tsundere boy next time. Hope to see you there, guys. Till then, see you later.